Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial on HTML and CSS basics. Instead of driving straight into the concepts, I will be teaching by creating a simple login page. If you take a look at the screen, you will see a basic login page layout. On the right top, there's a menu bar or a header with 5 tabs, including a sign up button. On the left side, there is a icon with a simple plain text. And you can see in the bottom section, the right side again, we have a login section where user can enter username, password and press on a button login. In the left side, we see a simple animated text. All of this is created using HTML and CSS. It's a fundamental example that I hope will help beginners to grasp the basics of HTML and CSS, especially those who are eager to learn. So my suggestion is to learn while doing. So try practicing along with the video. You can pause, play and follow along with the steps I'm demonstrating. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I will be sure to respond. So let's get started. So now let's start to create our web page. Okay, let's start by creating a new folder, I would say. So let's keep this new folder as leaf olora hub. Okay, you can give any name to this folders, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's an empty folder. Now we can open our Visual Studio. Let me open our Visual Studio. Okay, so this is a Visual Studio and you can open this newly created folder. Okay, you can just go to file and click on open folder. So when you go to open folder, you can just select the folder which you have created. Okay, there is no new file in this folder itself. So we can start by creating a new file which we can name it as index.html. Okay, so let's just start with the index.html. Okay, if you are a beginner, I would try to explain little bit, but if you are already know some things about HTML and everything, you can go a little bit fast. Okay, so let's start with the structure with the tags. It's the HTML tag. So everywhere we should start with a start tag and end tag, and let's have head tag which contains most of the meta information or such as maybe title. We can add the title or links to the style sheets or scripts or anything, and we can add body where the content which is visible on the web page should be written in this body section. Okay, so as I said, now if I say let's in the header, let's keep a title. So what's the use of this title tag? So is this title tag, when I add something here, you should be able to see in the browser heading. Okay, so now I will add our just a website name. You can give your own name, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me save it and let me try to open this execute this file. So you can see leaf flora hub. As soon as I saw it, you can, so I have executed with a live server so that whatever changes I do here, you can immediately see it. If this is the one way, the other way would be you can just right click on the folder and maybe open this Excel file with the Google Chrome. But this is the second way, you can also do it, it doesn't matter. Okay, but I am doing this way just to show it to you so that it can be shown live. Okay, so after I add the title, now I will start with the body itself. Okay, so now I'll try to create a main header. Okay, so the main header comes here. Okay, so so to create the main header, I would create a division. To create the main header, I would create the division div tag. Okay, so for the divisions we use div tag. Okay, So this is the div tag which I would keep it as a high at a higher level. So inside this div tag, I would like to create a header tag. Okay. So in this header, okay. So in the left side, we want an logo. In the right side, we want this menu bar. Okay. For the logo, also I will create another division just to divide this parts into different subsections, which is easy to identify and which is easy to do a styling. Okay, so that's the reason I'm dividing into divisions, multiple divisions. So I will create a logo here with a simple text. Okay, so I want to give our website name here. Okay, for now I'm not doing any styling, so I'll just save. You can see the paragraph what I have written here, it comes here. Okay, so now I try to create the right side navigation bar. So it's a nav bar where we can click on links. Okay. Okay, in this division now I would like to have a navigation bar, so that's the reason I'm using a nav tag. In this nav tag, so now I'll create an unordered list. Okay, so which is the list of our menu items. Okay, this is unordered list in which we have to create an individual list items. Okay, so for example I'll create two for now and I'll show you how I will change this. Okay, so now I would create home and services, so you can create as you like. So now this is an unordered list, so which comes with dots and it shows the list items. Okay, but if you remember my initial screen with output, so this link should be clickable. Okay, so that's the reason if you want to have a clickable links, we should use an hyperlink. Okay, for that you can use a. Okay, href is to give the link or to a external site or the different pages. Okay, it should, we can give it anything. So this is the uh, anchor link and I would keep this text here. So I'll just save, so you can see we got an home link. If you click on this home link, it comes, it navigates to different URL. Okay, so for example, if I want to see as a sample. Okay, so let's start with www.google.com. So let me save this and see. If I click on home, it navigates to google.com. Okay, so you can give any external links or internal links, but for as of now I'm just giving a dummy link, it is home. Okay, so I'll try to copy this. Let me move this aside. Okay, let me copy this list items multiple times just to replicate five. Okay, the second one would be services, and the third one would be about us, and the fourth one would be career, and the fifth one would be sign up. Okay, so even I can change, I have to change this dummy hrefs. Okay, so about us, career, sign up. So as soon as I see, I got all the links. Okay, the four links, but this is not how we are looking for, right? So now we want to have this unordered list as in a straight line with some spaces. Okay, this is something which we would like to have. Okay, so for that I'll try to create a class. Okay, why do you need a class? To apply styling. Okay, so now it's, we will always follow to create a class, and using this class we'll try to style it. Okay, so now would like to create a I would like to create a new file. Let me go here and create a file called style.css. So as soon as, so all our stylings will be written in the css file. Okay, you can write it in the same file. Okay, but it's always good to divide your HTML and CSS code. That's the reason I'm writing it separately. Okay, now the important thing comes here is that you need to link this CSS style to this HTML. Okay, so for that we have another tag which should be written in head. Okay, which is link. So this is link, and what do you want to link? It's a style sheet. So that's the reason it's a relationship property called style sheet, and so if you want to link anything, it's always href property. Okay, so as it's in the same folder, I can directly write the file name style.css. Okay, so now I'll just close this link. So you cannot see anything as a reflection here, but okay, now when I write style, so you can see the uh, style changes. Okay, so now I'll start writing for this main nav. Okay, so now for the so if you want to write a style for the classes, so you need to keep dot main nav. Okay, so in the main nav, okay, we have unordered list. Okay, so first we'll try to apply style for this unordered list. So that's the reason we have written the class name. So this is the class. So under this class we have this UI element. So UL element under this class for this UL element. So UL tag I want to apply style. Okay, the first style I would do is to remove these dots. Okay, so list style, it's none. So when as soon as I see, you can see that the dots were removed. Okay, now I'll try to do margin as 0 just to remove the space. Okay, and padding as 0, so there is no space, so that's the reason margin is 1. So but padding, there's some padding, it is removed. And now I will use the important thing as display as a flex, because flex, when you add flex, it's very good that it will be shown in a single line, whether it can be row or column, and we can add spaces easily so that it will be distributed. Okay, so this is one of the layout styling which is very useful. Okay, so now as soon as I save it, you can see the flex has made it as a row direction. Okay, so now let's try to give spacing between these list items. So I will also use the same class here again, but now it is for list items. Okay, so what I will do is it is margin left. Okay, 40 pixels. So it's just some. So I got spaces. Okay, now for the header menu bar, see, it doesn't look like underscore and it should not look like a link. Okay, but it should. So now the so what are these links? These are anchors. So we need to write styling for this anchors. Okay, so it's also under the same class, so that's the reason I will just use main anchor, and under this anchor I would first remove the text decoration, so which would be none. So when the text decoration is gone, it is like this. Okay, now I will try to add, maybe increase the size to 20 pixel just to see it a little bit bigger. Okay, it's font size property, and now we can add some color maybe, so which would be, let me copy this color. Okay, I'm just storing it somewhere. So yeah, so now you can see this little color. Okay, so this is how we have written. Okay, so now I will try to apply some uh, styling for the logo also. Okay, so I'll not make it so complex, it's just simple. I mean, you can have the image also, but I would do it's with the simple text. Okay, so for this also I'll add class. It's is always good, so I would write text, maybe I would write logo hyphen text. Okay, so this is the class name I have given for this one. Okay, let me go up because it is in the top, so I would add this logo text. Okay, so for this one I would first increase the font size. It is 1.5 rem, I would say. Okay, so you can use, if you see here I'm using 20 pixel and here using rem. Okay, so it's just to let you know we have different units for sizes also. Okay, so pixel is something specific and rem is relative based on the size of the browser screen. Okay, so that's the best thing about rem. And you can use letter spacing, just do little bit, give space to make it look like a logo. So that's what I'm doing. And now I will give font weight as bold to make it better. Okay, let's look bold. Okay, now I will add the same color which we are using here to make it look brown. Okay, so because to make it look same. Okay, so this is how I have done it. Now we should make both of them to lie on the same line. Okay, so for that what I would do is I would add a class for the header. Okay, because this logo in the navigation bar are in a single section, single line. Okay, for that I would add class main header. So let me apply some styling for main header. So this is also on the top, so I would go a little bit top and main header. I would say main header is first, I would say it is display flex. So when I do it, it comes in the single line. Okay, it's not single line yet, but it's almost. Okay, so now what I would do is it's I want to align the logo to the left side and this navigation bar to the right side. So for that you can use justify content, and we have a property called space between, so which would give space. Okay, this is aligned light and right, and this is aligned to the left, because there is one division here which is left, and this would come as two items. Okay, one item and the second item. So this would come to the left side and this would come to the right side, because we are giving a space between them. Okay, now I would say align items, which is center, to make them center of this header. Okay, so that's the one thing. So I would give small padding also, maybe to around it. Okay, or if you want to give padding to the left and right. Okay, so this will be top and bottom, and this will be left and right. So you can see the top and bottom has some less space, and the left and right we got some space. Okay, if you want to look around, you can right click here and inspect. Okay, now you can see here uh, we have padding on the left side, so it's the green highlighted in the right side also. Okay, in the top we don't have anything. Okay, so that's how it is. So you can give the padding like this. Mm, and right side I'll give a little bit more maybe, or instead I would give 20, 20, I would give 60, and in the bottom it is 0 again, and in the left side I would give 20. Okay, so you can change as per your wish. Okay, so this as per wish, I want 20 pixel here, and in the right side I want 60 pixel. That's the reason I want to give. Okay, so that's one way I can do it here. Okay, so this came into the single line. Now what I want to do is, maybe I want to keep a background image. Okay, so uh, to the entire web page, so which I will start with that. Okay, so for the entire web page I want a background image. That's the reason what I would do is, in the body for this division, the big division, outer division, I would give as home page. You can give any name page. Okay, so now I would try to add styling for this home page. So home page, so let us I think I have the image, so I have this background image. I will copy into this folder. Okay, so now what I do is, I'll try to use in the C, I will try to add these images through CSS. Okay, so I would say background image. Okay, in the background image you can directly give the URL. Okay, so I will give the file name because it's in the same folder. Okay, also always if you have the images on the same folder, it's easier, or any file, because you can directly link it. Okay, so now as soon as I add, so I got this image. Okay, but this is only for this short space. I would say we should make it for the entire page. Okay, so for that I would start, maybe minimum height of this division should be 100 VH. So now you can see it is 100 VH. Okay, I can make it big also. So 100 VH, but this is not the image I have. Okay, so if I open the image, so this image is looking better. Okay, so because we need to add some more properties to make it look better. Okay, so let me keep it here aligned. Okay, so now I'll add maybe background size as cover. So now you can see it came completely. Okay, and background position also, I'll make it center so that the image lies in the center. Okay, now if you cannot see it here, but if I expand it, you can see the image is at the center. Okay, so that's one thing I can add. Okay, so let's stop here, but you can see there is some padding. Okay, we need to see what is the space around it. Okay, now what we can do is I'll click on it and see what is this space. Let's see. You can see for the body. Okay, you can always highlight your code here and see the stylings. Okay, so now if I highlight for heading, there is nothing, no margin, no border, no padding. But if I see body, you can see there is some margin 8. Okay, so that's the reason for the body we need to apply some style so that it will get rid of this 8 margin and the image will be shown fully. Okay, we will not see this white space. So for that purpose, what I'll do is we have this body, I can directly write. Okay, so no need to I mean, you can directly use the tags also. That is one way I want to convey this here. So now I would write what is this margin, right? So margin as 0 pixel. See, you can see the image as a full-fledged image. Okay, it looks good, right? Now uh, let's now continue with this sign up button. Okay, because if you see in our prototype initially, this sign up button, I want it to look like a button. Okay, for that purpose I think I can write a class for this anchor itself particularly. Okay, anchor itself, so that it moreover looks like a sign up button. Okay, so for this class, okay, I would see sign up hyphen button. Let's write it like this. Okay, so copy this styling, I'll go to here and I'll try to write class for this one. Okay, so I will also write under this main nav we have this sign up button, so I would write, you can directly apply the styling here, or you can write under this nav under this sign up for this sign up button. Okay, so this is second way you can do it, or you can directly apply for the sign up button, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll apply for directly for the sign up button. So I want to have a border for that, which would be 1 pixel of width, and it's a solid border, and I want to apply some color with, maybe I'll apply the same color as a brown. Okay, so as soon as I see, you can see the border has come up around this link. Okay, but it looks good if you have some space. Okay, so that's the reason I'm adding padding, so that you will get top, it's 5 pixel top and bottom, and left and right it is pixel. Okay, 20 pixel, so that's how it looks. Okay, but um, this is one thing, and now I would like to change color whenever I hover on top of this. Okay, so for this purpose, what you can do is you have to use the same uh, class, and you should use colon and hover. Okay, when it is hover, I mean when you move the mouse over top of it, what should happen? So basically I would like to change the background color to something maybe like green. Okay, so this is one, and so if I save it, you can see when I hover it turns to green. Okay, so it's not looking good, but what I would do is I will also change the border also to 1 pixel solid and the same color. Okay, so now if I hover, so the border is also turning into the green, and I want to make the text color to white. Okay, so F. Okay, let's see. So now if I hover on top of it, you can see white color and the background green color. Okay, this is how you can override. See, you are written this anchor tag, because if you see, this sign up button is nothing but an anchor tag. Okay, so you have written the styling for anchor, but you have given class again to this button, this anchor, and you are overwriting the existing styling. So this is also possible. So after this, let's try to continue with the lower section of this page. So let's continue to create the login section in the below. Okay, so in the below space. So for that, I am as I shown you already in the video. Okay, so we are going to have two containers. I mean, the left side section and the right side section. In the left side section, we are going to have a text. In the right side section, we are going to have this login. Okay, so for that purpose, after the header, I would create another division. Okay, so this division I will already name it as maybe I will give the class so that it's easier to understand. So it will be main container. So under this main container, I will have two more divisions. One division which is I would say left container. The second one will be the right container. Okay, so RIGHT. So container. Sorry. So now in the left container, it's the simple text. So which is uh, I'm just giving some random text. Okay, based on the leaves of the thing. I'm just writing the artist of the leaves. Okay, you can. It's just to explain some animated text. Okay, and the right container. So now we'll have a login section. Okay, so for that reason, I will just write it's as a login container. Okay, because I'm trying to divide it as well, just to do in future. Maybe if we need to do some kind of animated or navigation to different sign up window. So for that purpose, I'm trying to divide into more divisions. Okay, so in this login container, I will create a form. Okay, this form will have some header text which is maybe welcome back because you are trying to log in again, so that says and welcome back. And after this we'll have a label which is username, and we'll have a input field. Okay, so now I would like to do this little bit in a better way. Okay, so I would like to group this label and the input into a single division. Okay, so I would like to group. For that purpose, I would name it also as a uh, input group. Okay, so in this division I will keep both label, sorry, my bad. So I will keep both label and input. Okay, and the input I would say it is required because you know it should be entered for sure. Okay, so so I'll just copy the same section and I would write as a second one. So this is also input group, but this time I would give as a password. So this is password is also required, but here you need to understand. Okay, so now I'll try to refresh here. You can see, so we have this paragraph, we have this label and username. I can type something, password I'm typing. Oh, this is wrong, right? So for the password, the important thing is it should not show the text. And for that purpose, you can for the input we can have a property called type, in which you can write as password. Okay, so when you save it, you can type now in the password. You can see no, you will not see the text and just dots. Okay, here you can see some text. So this is how you have created the basic one, and after this I would like to create maybe button also to press login. Okay, so it's a type, I would say submit. Okay, we need to submit this form. Okay, that's the reason we'll finish it with this. Okay, so now if I save this, I'll have like this. Okay, so now let's try to um, start styling for this form. Okay, so I will try to give a class name for it is login form. Okay, my bad. So login form, so it should be under double quotes always. Okay, so input group we have something, input group we have. Okay, for submit it's okay. This is how we'll try to now do the styling for this form first and then look into the later. Okay, so let's write for the login form. um, Login form, So it's a style name we have given. So let's align them first. So I would say text align center. So they are aligned in the center, and I would give them some color. So I'll just have, I mean, it is almost black, but it's not really black. Okay. So now we have uh, we have paragraph welcome button. So let's start with, if you have given some class. No, for paragraph we haven't given any class, so let's give us some class here, which would be login header. So it's just anything. Okay, so I would go here to style and give that maybe font size around 1.8 rem. Okay, and I would like to have some margin bottom around 30 pixels, so that the header, this title and the username, this space will be 30 pixel. Okay, so after that I will give a space between this input creeps also. Okay, so I would give already, I think, let me check the styling. So it is input group. Okay, yeah, good. So now we go to input creep. I mean, we are giving some styling for input group, which would be margin bottom. So it is 20 pixel. Let's give anything. Okay, yeah, so 20 pixels. So we got this little bit of space. Okay, so now let's make this label of this input group. Okay, input group label. So this is also a tag directly. So I would give display block here, and font size 1.1 rem, text align left side, color black. Okay, okay, the left, it took completely to the left side. Okay, let's fix this later. But okay, so now let's give input uh, group input as well. So we'll give width as 100%. So this will be 100%. Okay, and we'll try to give height also as 40 pixel. Let's remove the border. So border none. So there is no border in this thing. Okay, so now let's give some styling for the button also here. So this is also under input group. We can directly give button, or you can name, give class for this button also. It's your wish. Okay, I'm just trying to explain basics, so I'm not concentrating on really coding standards, but here you can really just learn how you can style different things. Okay, so now I would keep, maybe for width I can give specific pixel. So I'm giving, oh sorry, this is not in under the input group, but this is under the form. Okay, this is under the form button. Okay, so let's use this style. I'm using wrong style, that's the reason it's not applied here. Now button, yeah, now you can see this is 120 pixel, but it's not look good. Okay, border none, padding 10 pixel, so it looks bigger. Background color, we'll try to use the same black one. And yeah, this is bad, I know. Color, text color, I would give white. So now you can see the text. Okay, so now when I move here, it is like a mouse, but instead of that I would a cursor. So that's the reason I'm giving cursor as pointer. So you can see pointer. Okay, and the login text is a little bit small. So font size, let's keep it as 120 1.2 rem. It is a little bigger, but let's make it a little small. 121. Okay, so this is how it is. Okay, now when we hover on this, it should change the color, background color to probably green. Okay, so for that, as I already told, you can have the same styling, but at the end, colon hover will do this. Okay, so background color to be changed to green. So whenever you do it, but as soon as you move it, it just immediately changes. But I want to have some animation. So for that, so you can use this transition property. And for what you want to use this transition property for the background color property, and it's like 3.0.3 seconds is okay. So if you see, it takes little animation. Okay, you cannot see that, but I'll try to keep 1 second. Let's see how you can see it. Okay, so now if I go, it takes time. Okay, so that's it is taking too much time, so I'll keep it at 0.3 seconds. So that is how it's not too faster and it's not too slow. So this is how you have created, but the problem here is this is coming entire page. If I expand it also, it's 100% width, so it's coming as a full page, but I want it to be specific. Okay, so for that purpose I would go to this index page. So we have this login container, so we'll try to code this login container, so which we will restrict. Okay, so let's go over the login form. Yeah, this is good here. And for the styling login container, first I will give some background color. Okay, so that you can understand how it is changing. Okay, so I am giving, so it's not only hex code, so this is called as hex code. If you give hash and 6 digits, it's called hex code. Instead of hex code, you can also give like RGBA. Okay, here you can, I'm giving all black, which is 225, 225, 25. So RGBA, this is the value, and at the end A alpha, so which can give you transparent. Okay, if I try to save it, you can see it's all white. Okay, now if I try to give 0.5, you have this transparency. Okay, that's the reason the color is little transparent. It's not white, and it's little bit transparent, and the background color makes it look like black. Okay, now first of all, I'll fix the width, which is 300 pixel. So the width has come little bit small. So and now it looks better, and there is no space between here beside these boxes and the top. So let us add some padding. I would say maybe padding top 20 pix and left side maybe 50 pix. You can give anything so that it looks better. Okay, I'll try to add little curvature here, so it is sharp. Okay, let's add border radius, so which will give a little curvature. Okay, so it is 8 pixels, so you can see this little curvature. Okay, so this is for the right container ideally. Okay, so now let's code for the right container and left container. So we should have the, let's see, this should be on the left side and this should be on the right side. So let's style for the main container first so that we can keep it left and right. Okay, so now for the main container, I would start first with the display flex. As soon as you can see flex, it's side by side. Align items, let's make it center. Okay, justify content center. Okay, it's vertically center and horizontally center now. So I will keep flex. I think this is enough, I guess, for now. Okay. So this, let me see this. Okay, this is better now, but this should be center also. Okay, this board should be center of it. So if I see now, let's see this division main container. So this is the height, but it should be full page so that it comes under onto the center. Okay. I think let's go to home page and let's see, we haven't added flex here. So let's add display flex here. Okay, and if you see, if I, as soon as I kept flex, it came into the horizontal, everything became horizontal. But this home page has two sections. One is header section and the second one is this main container section. So these both should be vertically aligned. So for that purpose, I can keep flex direction as column. So it is column. Okay, now I come to this main container, and I would keep flex grow as 1. So that means, what is the use of this flex grow property? So it takes most of the space available, the rest of the space available, and it gives the rest space. Okay, so it took most of the space, and whatever is left, it is giving to the header. Okay, so that's the reason they are aligned in the center. Okay, this is not the part, but we also want to align this part to the right side of the center and this part to the left side of the center. Okay, so that's what left we are going to do, because we have this left container and the right container. Okay, we are going to do something for this both of them. Okay, so for the left container, I would give flex grow as 1. Okay, it is taking most of the space. Okay, so this is also, I would say, display flex, so that we can make this everything self everything centered. Okay, so justify content center, align items already center, so I don't think so this is enough for now. Okay, but this is the same if you see here. So it is taking most of the space because I kept flex grow 1. Okay, so the right content doesn't have any flex grow, that's the reason it is taking the remaining part. So whatever it fits, it takes, the rest it takes. Okay, so that's the problem here. So now what I would do is I will apply the same styling for this one also. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I would keep dot right container. Okay, now you see it's aligned. Okay, this is center of it and this is center of it. Okay, but this is not looking good. What I would do is, now let's go here, and for this paragraph let's add some class. Okay, left text, doesn't matter, left text. Okay, now I'll go here, dot left text for this class. Okay, now I would increase font size to 3 rem. Mm, let's make color as white. Letter spacing, we'll give a little bit of letter spacing, 15 em. Okay, and margin, if there is some margin, I'm removing it just to make it, but the text, okay, I would not like to have this text. Okay, for that, so now let's open fonts.google.com, and let's, you can just search for whatever style you like to have. Okay, I would like to have rubric maps. Okay, so now you can come here, have a look around and change it, and click on this button to see whatever you have selected, if you would like to have it. Okay, so here I think I removed something. Okay, so now this is there, only one rubric maps, and you can see here we have different links here which you can directly use in your code. Okay, so I'll copy the last one. You can see link href. Okay, so I'll copy this. Okay, minimize this. Let me go to index.page. In the top I will paste this. Okay, so this is the font which you are trying to call it from Google Fonts and use it. Okay, so now I'll go to styling, and left dot text. Okay, where is this left dot text? Okay, I come here. So for this I would add this font family. Okay, what's the font family we would like to use? Just now we have copied this one, rubric maps. Okay, so now save it. So you can see this text has come up like this. Now I would like to add little animation that it comes as typing like that. Okay, so for that I would create an animation type. Okay, which is for example a keyframes. Okay, so I'll give the name for this keyframe as typing, and what happens from. Okay, so I would change the width from 0 pixel to width of 100%. Okay, so now I will add this animation here, animation, and which is typing. Okay, I would run it for 6 seconds, steps as 40, infinite times 2. It's like a loop. Okay, so now, so it it is weird, I know, but let's keep a border right so that you can really see that it is typing. Okay, so this is one thing. And let's add overflow hidden, because it's ideally to make it better animation, we should say overflow as hidden. So you can see it is hiding the one and it is trying to reveal. Okay, this is bad because it's not coming in one shot. So I'll try to add white space also to no wrap. So now you can see it is trying to reveal text by text. Okay, so I kept it for 6 seconds. Width is not 100, it should be 100%. So now you can see it is growing from 0 to 100%. Yeah, this is good, right? So you can hover on it. Okay, and I want to move this lever up also a little bit to the right. Okay, so you can just go to the, what is the style which we gave for this one, for the lever hub. Okay, it's a logo text. Okay, let's go up here and find logo text, and I would give a margin left as maybe 120 pixel. See, it came to the right. Okay, so this is simple web page, login page. Okay, where we can see the, where we can see the login in the right section and menu header and the text. Okay, and as I said, it is so simple. I know it's a basic web page. I would try to create better login pages and sign up pages in the next video. Okay, where you can learn more uh, properties, more tags, and with the industry standards. Okay, to do that, I would say encourage me and give me the feedback and subscribe to my channel so that I can create more videos and teach you more about different topics from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, Angular, Vue.js, and everything related to the front end. You can also see my quiz videos in parallel where you can learn something about JavaScript. Okay, thank you so much. Feel free to comment and give me the feedback.